gave them so much success against Chicago. Washington was one of the most consistent starting fives, and they have had success in scoring 80 combined points in the first quarters of games 1 and 2, building double-digit leads in each wall. 40 and 13 in the game 2 loss as Beal trying to get going early, floated it too strong. Gortat can't finish, another chance, and Beal.
As Gerald Green is starting because they are still searching for answers in that first quarter.
Bradley with a hand in his face during the regular season. Wall bodies in, doesn't get the roll, and Horford trying to find it, could not. Wall does, and keeps it alive for Washington. Beal on the floor and had 6 turnovers. Brad Stevens sort of anticipated that Washington would try and get him going early, as Brad been outscored by 54 points going into this one. Porter finds space and the splash.
Solid. Markieff Morris gives him so much defensively in terms of versatility.
Crowder connects.
And the news is Jan Mahimi may see the floor tonight for Washington, and he would come in.
Could get more towards that 35% range as Crowder 16-0 start in game 1. Scott Brooks saying he just felt like they didn't execute as Crowder, like a hot potato, trying to save, does. Still time to operate. 10 to shoot. Inside, Morris. Wall will heave. And hit. Stevens will roll out a totally unique 5. We saw a 4-guard 5 at the end of game 2 that was effective. As Wall hounded by Bradley. 2 to shoot. Bogdanovich will. And hit. Knocked away. Jennings 3-on-2. Porter swooping through. And then Porter thought about it. Putting it on the deck. The fade is good. 5 turnovers for Boston. Bogdanovich again. Between the postseason and the regular season. Bogdanovich. He got another. Kick to the corner. Extra feed. Smart's floater is good. 3 left in the quarter. Wall. You bet.
You wonder if some of these substitutions aren't about approach as much as adjustments in terms of the basketball that's being played.
I think that's a great point because we saw, now Jerebko and Mahimi going to get into it. This series is half for Washington. Wall likes the matchup, veers to his right, and hits. 10 points, 4 assists for John Wall as Thomas blazes to the lead through the first 2 games of this series. Wall, the spin, dish, Mahimi, short.
Just imagine the line when he's going out to get his food. There's so many, what the media said, I don't see what anybody says because I have certain goals that I'm going to reach.
Into that next level of thinking that Kobe Bryant has, and Isaiah Thomas has fully embraced it as Olynyk gets called for a foul. Now Oubre goes after him. Oubre goes right at Olynyk, and we have an all-out scrum here at Verizon Center. Kelly Oubre beeline for Kelly Olynyk. Well, you can see provides a springboard for either team moving forward.
These are important minutes for Brandon Jennings here.
That's a good way to start him. Put up is a great one for a similar example of a player just beelining like that.
Those are the minutes we're talking about.
Bogdanovich using size on Thomas. Drew 2. Porter. He got it.
Do you think they'd send an extra defender here?
They haven't yet. They still don't. And Porter predicted. Say you could call holding on every play.
Yes.
Horford, quick pop, and a connection.
To the floor. They've got to match the physicality with which this team has come at them with. Otto Porter.
Cassidy, he said, we just haven't been tough enough. That's been the problem. Challenged his team, they've responded.
Tougher contest for Boston. Now can they capitalize and score here?
Horford says yes.
Yeah.
Double figures. Gortat muscles in. Oh, the lefty.
That play here.
Gortat squeezes between two and puts it in.
And you know why?
DJ at some point
no doubt
when his
about
career's over. John Wall, no. Gortat, yes. 25. 6-second difference, game and shot clock. Crowder from the mid-range, short.
He never made it out. He didn't warm up for the Celtics. Michael Wilbon, our colleague, walked by us.
3 points. 7 tonight. And now not out here. And he is 26. This is the closest it's been since the first quarter. As Gortat.
I think the expression was, you can't use your superpower every trip.
Washington is going to shoot the rest of the way. There's a lot of quarter left. Green spots up, knocks down. Gortat gathers and finishes. He's going to
not have the confidence in his handle to make that play.
Thomas flips it. Here comes Wall. A high step, a dash, a flip, and Gortat on the follow. There may have been some contact there, but lob to the rim, and Morris. Crowder blocked from behind by Wall.
Guy is so long.
Only Draymond Green averaged more steals this year. Horford hits the three.
Oh, I can say this. The more physical, more aggressive team all night has been Washington. There's no question about it.
John Wall stopped after he got his ear scraped. Now is fouled and finishes. John, late in the game, he comes up with them, never afraid. That's going to be a goaltend and 2 more for John. 2.7 assists for John Wall. Horford a 3 is good.
Well, he's just
after he shot 65 total in his first 8 seasons. Bogdanovich flash.
but he needed more minutes.
Thomas, what a shimmy and dish as Zeller is. As Smart turns it over again. His 7th. Bogdanovich. 6. Smart got fouled and it's the 3.
Actually, you need talent, no question about it. Those are 2 pretty good starting points.
Smart has them both.
The games, the difference being the Washington bench. In the first 2 games, every single player was negative off the bench. I know Brad had 1 technical foul, but be curious to know how many in his career he's got.
Bogdanovich can't finish, but Rozier swivels in, flips it home. That's a great point, and thank you, Steve, for all the help tonight. Who knows? We may need Steve again the way this game has gone. But that's it that we've seen thus far, and just make sure it doesn't continue to fester.
Correct. You're talking about a guy back there in Secaucus who has double-digit finals on the line. Rozier couldn't help himself.
Johnson flips it in.
No, but you make a great point about Amir Johnson, because you've been a starter all season, and the series sometimes.
23rd birthday. Tonight, Thomas and the Celtics just never could get it going.
No, defensive end of the floor. That was, they went after him in the post, regardless of who the matchup was. Many times it was out of order. How about that?
Bogdanovich was actually the leading scorer in Rio for Croatia. Reminder that this is the first of 2 games on ESPN tonight. Brown to a pitch. That was much too much of a bowling crash to be a windup, no?
Certainly looked like he was.
In the corner, the 3. Tonight they could not. What can they do as McClellan hits another?
Washington's game plan is going to be similar. They're going to attack in any situation they can offensively. Isaiah Thomas, they're going to try to work.
1989 the final. Coming up next, the NBA playoffs on ESPN continue. The Jazz and Warriors game 2.